Hello and welcome to the Goblin Pit Fight gameplay overview. There is a full gameplay video that's about 25 minutes long at scribelife.com/games. So first we're going to set up the game. Each player needs to choose a tribe. For the purposes of this overview, we have selected the Fire Goblin tribe. The dealer is going to deal each player 7 cards. Now only during setup are they going to deal 7. The rest of the game they'll deal 5 for each hand. So now we're going to talk about how to build a hand. These are the 7 cards dealt to the Fire Goblin tribe. So we have to do 3 things when you build a hand. The first thing you need to do is decide on which 4 cards are going to be your hand. Then you're going to have 2 extra cards to kind of put over here in your camp. You get to keep 2 cards from hand to hand as your camp to help you build better hands in the next round. So let's look at what we have here. We have 2 chieftains, 2 grunts, and some other stuff. Well, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go with these 2 chieftains and these 2 grunts as my hand. And then I have to decide which of these I'm going to put in my camp and which is going to go into the pit. I have a pretty strong pit hand, so I'm going to throw something little, this little measly 1 in pit strength, into the pit, which leaves me 2 cards to put into my camp. Each player threw 1 card into the pit, so you'll see that there are 4 cards stacked in the center for the pit. The next step is bidding for the pit. You can choose to bid 1, 2, or 3 points when you're bidding for the pit. So now we are ready to bid for the pit. All 4 tribes have their hands, they've secured their camp, and they've put cards in the center for their pit cards. We know we have a strong one. We're also the dealer, so that means we bid first. So we're going to bid 3. They say 1. Forest also says 1. And Ice also says 1. Right now, you'll notice that there is 3, 4, 5, 6 points available for the pit. If our pit hand does not beat the pit, we don't score anything for the turn. And we get to see the pit for the first time, and that's what everybody threw in the pit. Resolving the pit is as easy as just adding up the pit strength of all the goblins involved. So the top hand is the hand for the pit, which has a total of 14 skulls, which is its pit strength. If you look at the Fire Tribe hand, it has a total of 16 skulls. So the Fire Tribe hand beats the pit and scores 6 points. So now that the pit is resolved, we will score our hand itself. We've got 2 of a kind worth 4 points. We've got Council, 1 of each tribe worth 4 points. We've got a Guild, all the same class worth 4 points. And we've got 1 follower of our tribe, which is the Chieftain 13. Also, we get to do what's called the Chieftain's Call. We get 1 point per Fire Goblin in anywhere face up. Our Chieftain's Call worth 5 points. So we'll add those 5 points here. That's an 18-point hand. So we'll take our 18-point hand minus the 3 we bid, plus our 6. So we have a total 21-point score. Each player would then score their own hands and record their scores. All cards except for the camps would be shuffled back into the deck, and the next turn would begin. Again, this is just an overview of gameplay. It is not intended to be an instructional video. For the full rules and full gameplay videos, please go to scribelife.com/games.